Hey, welcome to Games Vitae. My name is Mod J. Today we are doing the reboxing of the Canvas collection into the Canvas Big Box. Before we start, please like and subscribe to the channel. And if you would, please offer some comments below as to maybe things that you would have done differently, though this reboxing is pretty straightforward, or some other games you'd like to show reboxings of. All right, so let's get going. I've tried to streamline this a little bit such that it's really straightforward. I'm going to try and tell you what components come from the base game or the expansions. That's right, that's the word. And that should help you know where these components are coming from and where they're going. Keep in mind, I've also not sleeved the transparent art cards. This is essential. You have to sleeve them. That's part of the game. And or not the transparent art cards. I'm sorry, the art background cards. You have to sleeve them because that's part of how the game is played. So keep in mind, I haven't done that yet, but this is something that you would want to do before you rebox the game. All right, so let's get going. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put these. Realize I'm not quite in camera, but that's okay. You're not paying attention to me. You're paying attention where these things go. These ribbons, the green and red ones, go in this front drawer. And let's show you the boxes so you can get a better orientation of it. The golden bottom is at the bottom, and the kind of a pastel-colored sky is at the top. So let's look at these. These drawers, I just noticed they come out fairly easily. That's why they have this plastic sleeve. I noticed that when we got this one, it has a break in it. It's a tear. So I'm going to contact the company, see if there's one, because obviously a plastic with a tear in it is more likely to just keep ripping, and then it would be rendered completely useless. So I'm going to contact the company about that and see what we can get done. But in the meantime, we've got this drawer here that has the red and green ribbons that go in it. And as you can see, it's got dividers in it so that you don't have to resort the green and red ribbons. So I'll put green up front and get the red ones out. There we go. And put the red ones in back there, and put the drawer back in. All right, 2 down. Next, by the way, these ribbons, the green, red, purple, and blue ribbons, along with the silver ribbons, which are going to go elsewhere, all come directly from the base game box. So that's where you're going to be looking for them, because none of the game or expansions come in the box. You have to rebox it. So that's why we're making this video. So the blue ribbons and the purple ribbons go in these drawers, again with dividers. So that's very handy. There we go. Really good quality game. Nice wood pieces, feel really nice to handle. All right, so there's that. Now, I'm going to actually not going to go straight over. I'm going to do the wooden easels. They're the, what do you call them? The pallets. This big bag full of pallets comes from the base game. Right there. This smaller group comes from the Reflections expansion. So if you're wondering what ones go where, they both go right in this drawer right here, and that's where they come from. So let's get them out. The Reflections palettes, actually the paint on the palettes actually looks a little bit different than these. It actually looks like you're looking at little globs of paint, whereas here they're just little globs of color. But I mean, no functionality difference. It's just they just look a little different. So if you're wondering which one is coming from where. The ones that look just a little bit more like pictures than jobs of color come from the reflections expansion. There we go. So that one's done. Next, we are talking the platinum ribbons. Platinum ribbons comes from, I believe, the finishing touches. So, there we go. And they go right in here with the rainbow-like ribbon. And they go right there. Next are these little ribbons right here. I believe they also come from the finishing touches, little pins. The Best in Show and Masterpiece pins. They go right here. I try and keep the ribbons so they don't get shut in the drawer. Keep them nice. Okay, so we've gotten all those done. Next, right here is this little hole. That's where the canvas board from the base game goes. So I haven't even taken out of the paper sleeve. I'm just going to put it in as is right there. And it goes all the way out. See, I can pull it out the back. So that's where that plastic sleeve that goes over the top, the utility of it, it keeps these drawers and components contained. So you want a functioning plastic sleeve. Okay, next, the transparent art cards. Comes out right there. There are art cards plus promo cards in the base game. And I haven't taken them out, I'm just keeping them contained right now. There are transparent base cards and promo cards from the Reflections expansion. No functional difference. They all have their different quirks and things like that to them. So as each expansion goes on, they kind of add some functionalities. And then the art cards, transparent art cards and promos from the Finishing Touches. Where is that? I also have the booster pack that was part of this campaign, the big box campaign, in here, and that is right here. There we go. And that is all of them. I think there's roughly 160. I want to check. I think it says right in here. Yep, 160 transparent art cards. I'm actually going to keep this out. It's a good reference for what I'm doing right now. So this rule book, this setup guide, they both came with the big box. This is the board expansion that came with Finishing Touches. So it's double-sided. It's got different things on it. But the main game board, the big one that came with Reflections, the expansion, and the rule book all go right here. I'm going to put the setup guide underneath and then put that in there like that. There we go. And the rule book will also go in there, but I want to keep that out because it gives me some numbers that I can easily reference and help you out with. Okay, that is everything on this side. So I'm going to turn it around and we're going to bring out some other materials. We have the easels, which they discontinued after the first base game, and then they brought back for the big box. So they weren't available for the Final Touches campaign. I don't know if they were available for the Reflections, but when I got these for the Final Touches, they weren't available. But if you didn't get them, you can probably find them at any craft store. There's really not a huge uniqueness to these easels. So I'm going to put those in, and they go right here. Very long tray. So let's see how they fit in there. Gonna put that like that. I wonder if I'm crisscrossing them such that the easel base, they overlap so they don't continue to stack higher and higher on that end, but lower, much lower on this end. So offsetting them like that is probably going to save space. Let's see here. Okay. Actually, before I offset them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 in like that. Because otherwise, if you try and offset them right away and then put another one in, they won't fit. You have to take one out. So lay them in like that, and then, oh, looks like something came unglued. Looks like I'm going to have to re-glue that, but I'll leave that on top. Now I'm going to offset these right here, and then put this one laying straight up on top. This little piece will be right here, and that looks like it will fit. So there's the easels. Very good. Okay, gold ribbons. Oh, where did I put the gold ribbons? There we go. Silica gels. There's no place for the silica gels. Just throw those away. There's the gold ribbons. And silver ribbons. There we go. Okay, here's where the score pad goes. And I've got another score pad that came with the finishing touches. So there's 2 score pads, and then these frames that came with finishing touches also. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the gold ribbons came with, I believe, reflections. The silver ribbons came with the base game. So let's put these in here. They go in here, but I'm not sure how, because these have to fold. Oh, I see, they fold all the way in, and that's what we want. So that folds all the way in. I question whether these are going to fit, all fits. Oh, they will, they will. There you go. Okay, so they fit, they are flush with the top. So I've got to put these in somehow, because otherwise they'll be sticking up. Not sure what to do with those. Maybe what I'm gonna do is put each one, there you go. Because these go with each one of these, so they're the bases for the frames. So put one with each one. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's number 4. And that goes right in there. Okay, so far I think I've told you where each and every component comes from. If I didn't, please leave a mention in the comments and I'll get back to you as to where they came from. Okay, next and I think last is all of the other cards that go with the base game and expansions. And that's the artist cards, and that came from Finishing Touches. The artist background cards, which came with both the base game and the expansions as well. Each of them have their own thing. So you're going to be finding packs like these in every game. The base game, the expansion, the first expansion, and the last expansion. So you're going to have all of those. You're also going to find some in the Trilogy Booster Pack. You also have the award cards in the base game, in this booster pack, and I believe in each of the expansions as well. So The reason I'm kind of separating these out in front of you is to show you that you can't just, that part of the reason of this organizational big box is to make it such that these things are easier to access and pull out. And part of that comes from these dividers. You've got a divider that separates the scoring cards, the background cards, the award cards, the signature styles, and the painter cards. So by doing that, I'm going to put those right here. And let's see, scoring cards. Actually, let's start with the painter cards. Painter cards are going to go right here. I'm putting all those painter cards together. Painter cards have that on the back. So I'm going to put those right here. And painter cards primarily came from the finishing touches. I don't believe they were in the earlier two. So that's the painter cards. Now let's do the, let's take them out. There we go. Let's do the signature styles. Signature styles look like this. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, corresponding to the number of players that it's capable of. So there's the signature styles. Next, award cards. Here are some award cards. And I'm going to open this up. More award cards. Comes from the award variant that started in the base game. This pack that I just opened up came from the base game because it has that variant as well as some promo cards that first started in the base game. So I'm going to keep this with the award cards right there. I don't think there are more award cards in here. Should probably have opened this up beforehand because these wrapped packs that you take the little tab to rip out are not my friend. Here we go. Trash. Okay. Here are some scoring cards. Okay. And then these are all art background cards, which has its own thing. So I'm going to put that there. Those are going to go in last. So there's the scoring cards. These are scoring cards from the base game. I know because I've played that part, and composition is one of them. Or is it? I might be messing something up. But either way, you have these in the base game. And then you have some more from Reflections. And then you have some more from Final Touches. There you go. All right. So we're looking at award cards. We just put that in. So there. Now background cards are going to go right there. Which way did I put them? I'm putting them this way. Okay. So your background cards go right there. And then the scoring cards go in front of them. Stand them up straight. They have said that they're done with the expansions, but that does not mean that they're done with the promo cards. They'll probably continue to come out with those. Oh, there's another signature style. Sorry, somehow that escaped my notice. There's a signature style right there. And here's some more scoring cards. Put them in the back. and don't really need that anymore. Okay, these are just sleeves. You don't need to worry about where to put those because that's what you're going to do with the background cards. Notice there's a lot of room left in here. Once you put those sleeves on, some of that room is going to disappear. As a matter of fact, probably a lot of that room is going to disappear because there are, how many background cards are there? There's 37 background cards, so 37 sleeves added onto that. That's going to add thickness. You're going to lose a little bit of that volume, and that's okay. So I'm just going to put those sleeves in right here for right now, actually with the background cards. There we go. And these are just some extra baggies, which I don't know why you'd need with this. So it's baggies. Okay, so that is, you can put this in either way, but you want the icons right there so you know which way what's in what. You also see down here at the bottom, the base of the tray receptacle, whatever you call it, what goes in there. So even if you did put it in backward, if you pulled it out, you'd see which goes in. Oh, there's more sleeves. There we go. And the sleeves can go on other cards. I think that they actually provide extra sleeves for different things in the game other than just the background cards. They're essential for the background cards. I don't know that they're essential for anything else. So, I also have this tuck box that came with the original game. I imagine you could put that in with this. See if that will work. It's obviously not enough for all the plastic cards, the transparent art cards. So I don't know that if you don't want to keep the tuck box, I don't know that it's necessary. So okay, let's get rid of all these extra baggies. Lots of extra baggies. Sleeve, silica gels. Remember, there are no places for the silica gels. Okay, so now we've got that. I'm going to turn this back around the way it came, and let's get the sleeve on this. Remember, this sleeve has a break in it. If your sleeve had a break in it, I'm not sure what the campaign is saying about those. I think I saw some complaints that the sleeve had been damaged or something in shipping or when it was originally packaged. Don't know, but this one does have a break in it, and that's in my opinion not good because things like that generally tend to keep breaking until they're no longer functional. And in this case, the sleeve actually plays a function in keeping the game contained. So if you have a situation with that, I definitely encourage you to contact Road to Infamy, the publisher of the game. Okay, you know what I think I'm going to do to get this on easier, because the way I was doing it just isn't quite working. And yeah, it's got a little heft to it. That's good. You can hear things moving around. And I'm going to put it on like this. And it goes on like a glove. All right. The only thing I haven't done is put in the unified rulebook. This is each of these games come with their own rulebook, and they came with these, but they made a unified rulebook that goes in here, and it will fit in just fine. So that has been the reboxing of Canvas, the complete collection, into the Canvas big box. I like this. It feels really nice. Again, the only complaint is this damage to the plastic sleeve, and we'll see what we can do, what can be done about that. But that's all there is. It's a pretty straightforward reboxing. So let me know what you think. See if please comment below as to any problems or suggestions that you've found in reboxing your Canvas game. and I'll do my best to respond and see what I think. Well, until then, we've been Games Vitae, and we appreciate your viewing this video today, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.